Hi, Shannon O'Flaherty here. I often talk about non-attachment. It's one of the shamanic principles that we strive to live by. Don't get attached to all of these things that weigh us down, that pull at our energy. Don't be attached to material plans. Don't be attached to the picture in your head of how it's supposed to be. And also, what I've really been concentrating on lately is not being attached to the outcome of other people's choices. So, random strangers, they can make whatever choices they want in the world. It doesn't affect me. But when people are close to me, people that I love, people that I care about, are making choices that I personally either don't agree with or think, why aren't you making a better choice? As I'm sure loads of people in my life have wondered at moments about me too, right? Because you can only meet people where they're at. I realized that I was being annoyed by things because I had an attachment to their outcome. And that was born from a place of genuinely caring about them. But this is where it gets tricky in our deepest personal relationships and why the people we love the most can trigger us the most at the deepest level. It's because we do care. We care about their well being, we care about them feeling their best, making the right choices in life, making choices that will support them, thinking in a positive, healthy way. And if we know a way that could help them, we want people to climb onto our bandwagon and join us on that path. But people aren't always ready. People aren't in the same place. People don't have the same belief systems. And so, yes, leave them where they're at. But sometimes it's like, well, how do we do that? So when I really start to concentrate about not being attached to the outcome, I come back to that place of how we feel is always a choice. I'm going to choose to allow that person to be in their own place. I will hold space for them. I will educate them on the things that I know. I will help them look at something in a different way. I will not take it personally because it doesn't have anything to do with me. Where they are in their space on their journey is up to them. That's their choice. So when you chunk things down as to that's their choice and this is my choice as to how I'm going to receive this, whether I agree with it or not, then we let go of that control part of ourself, and then we really can let go of our attachment to their outcome. So we're often thinking about non-attachment in a personal way, like what am I attached to, except that sometimes we're attached to how our loved ones are behaving or not behaving, or what they're saying or not saying, or the choices they're making or choices they're not making. And so this can grind away at us, and we spend a lot of energy worrying about other people's stuff that really has nothing to do with us. So I would really encourage you all to take a place of non attachment to another person's outcome, because basically it comes down to an expectation. And when we put an expectation forward, we expect it to be met. And when it's not met, it triggers up all sorts of things for us. For some people, it triggers anger. For some people, it triggers rejection, upset, not being received, not being heard, not being seen, a whole multitude of things, depending on what your default mode is. So there's always stuff going on at the deeper level when we're having an interaction with someone, whether it's an actual verbal interaction or whether it's just an interaction in our head of what we're having or playing out with someone else. And usually it's the people that we love the most that upset us the most because we don't understand where they're coming from. And because at some level, it's triggering a deeper feeling. And that's the part that we take personally because we feel those deeper feelings of not being heard, not being seen. So everything can be chunked down. And if you'd like to learn how to really examine the way you think, and examine the way that you receive information and the way that you communicate with others so that you can see your part in the exchange of energy, please private message me. Another run of From Fear into Love is starting next week, and it's all about this. And my students in the past, in week 1, say, like, how could I have never thought this way before? Because it is just reframing your thinking. And then once you know, and these seeds are planted, you can never go back. So all of your relationships change. The way you communicate changes, the way you think within yourself, and the way that you think with other people. So this is just one aspect of it. If that interests you, I'd love to hear from you. I love you all so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.